Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Live, Love, and Loud Show. I am your host, Terry Higgins, and I'm also with my beautiful wife, Mary Higgins. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very interesting topic tonight. The topic for tonight is your faith blocking your blessings? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know me, I got a whole bunch to say about this, and I'm sure my beautiful wife has much to say about it. But before we share our thoughts on this topic, we're going to have Mr. Pastor Harvey tell you what he feels about, blocking your blessings, all right? So we're going to go ahead and give Pastor Harvey the mic, let him do his thing, because, Pastor Harvey is the man of wisdom, and he's going to tell you what he thinks. I can't wait to hear what he has to say about this.
I'm sure he has a lot to say.
Of course, he's a man of many words.
Yes, he is. Many words.
Yes, he's been around the block and back.
Minimal action.
A bunch of times. He's going to tell you. He's going to let you know.
He's been up and down and through and around.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. So let him do his thing. Let him talk to the people. All right, Pastor Harvey, speak.
Now learn this from Joel Osteen. That's my man. He be texting me. That's my man. God done put some people around me, show me some stuff. He was telling this story. He said, this man that went to heaven, he was walking with Peter down this aisleway, and it was going down this corridor, had a lot of doors on it, and said all these doors had names on it. And he said, Peter, let me ask you something. What's all these doors, these names on? He said, don't worry about it, just go ahead. So he kept walking, and messed around, he saw one of them doors and had his name on it. He said, whoa. He said, hey, Peter, this here ain't got my name on it. Something I need to know? He said, man, don't worry about that. You here now. Just go on in there and talk to him. See what he said, no, I want to know what's in the door. He said, you sure you want to see what's in the door? He said, yeah. So he opened up the door. It was a warehouse. It had numbered shelves on it. And in the shelves had none but packages. And all the packages had his name on them. And he said, what is all these boxes? He said, that's all of the blessings. All of the things God wanted to ship to you. But number one, you didn't ask him for it. Then number two, you didn't believe you would have it. Then you doubted him. And then you felt like you wasn't worthy. And so now all these boxes is uphill. Now the man standing there wishing he had never even been in the room. And I started thinking, I got some dudes that work for me. And I said, I want you to do this graph for me. And that's what I'm finna show you now. See, what happening is, when God sends your package, he only sends it to one street. That's Faith Street. You got to stay in faith. You can't move off of Faith Street. You can't get on Doubted Drive. You can't be over there and start doubting it, because your package gonna go right on by. You can't lose your faith and get on not meant to be way, because your package is going to keep going right on by. Because the package just go to Faith Street. You can get your little feelings hurt, I ain't worthy. Guess what? Your package going to keep going right on by. You have not because you ask not. Then you sit up here and start feeling sorry for yourself. You go over on pity way, your package keep going right on by. If you stay right on Faith Street, don't ever come off, because the blessing is coming. If you wait on it, here it comes. It may not come when you want it, but it's on time. But if you get up and you move off of Faith Street, your box gonna get sent back to sender. And now you're gonna have a warehouse with a bunch of boxes with your name on it that you didn't never get. And I don't know about you, but I want everything he got for me. If he got something for me, I need all of mine. Because I don't know about you, but God lay you out, man. God will give you stuff. Man, he done took me places I ain't never thought I was going to go. I done seen parts of the world I never even thought I could go to. He done gave me stuff. He done put people in my life. God will do it for you, man. But you just got to stay, man. Use these principles of success. Understand, God is just that way. He'll lay you out. Because if he can lay me out, see if he fix me and change me and get me over here trying to do better. I ain't perfect. I'm just trying to do better. I still say some stuff I ain't supposed to say. You understand? I ain't got it all together yet. I just got in the gate. I'm a new kind of Christian, but ain't no lock on my gate either. So if you see, once you check me, I'm probably gonna check you back. But I'm getting better at that. I don't know how to love my enemies yet. I'm getting better at it though. But it's a process. And the more times we can make people understand that it's a process, the more people can come in. And y'all people that have been good to me, that have been praying for me. I mean, man, my mama, if she could see me now, I just wish my mama could see me. Because she been praying for this here all her life. Watch my son. Well, he done watched me, mama. And I'm cool now. And my philosophy is very simple. I was who I was, but I am who I am. And I'm cool with both them people. Because who I was wasn't that bad a cat. I made some mistakes, but I've been changed a little bit, and it's still a process. And the more people that you invite into the process, the better this is. Because ain't nobody perfect no how. So I really appreciate y'all, man, hearing me and listening to me. I'm going to ask Kirk Franklin.
Pastor Harvey. Pastor Harvey, lay it down.
That's his next call.
Laying it down. Pastor Harvey doing his thing. He said he not perfect. He not a perfect man. But ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about, is your faith blocking your blessings? Ladies and gentlemen, what is y'all's definition of faith and blessings? Honey, tell me what do some people think about, what do they think about faith and blessings? What do you think? What is the definition of the words?
I will say that I did ask the question, and I will say when it comes to faith, I think the overall consensus was that it is total trust and confidence in something that you may not be able to visually see. It's a knowing in your soul that something is true, your heart that something is true. Some say no, the heart can be deceiving, that it's assurance that whatever has been promised will come to pass. And we have someone else that actually said that putting your belief in the evidence of things not seen, something similar to gravity. And I want to give a thank you to my Facebook friends that responded to the question, because that's where I got the answer. That's what they believe.
So that's their definition of faith.
I would say their definition of faith is the overall total trust in something that you may not be able to see. So you're just trusting and believing, and you just are hanging on to hope. Is what some of the people responded to when I asked, what is faith?
Oh, okay.
And I want to give a special thank you to them.
Yes.
My loyal people.
Yes. Thank you, Facebook friends. Thank you so much for your definitions of faith. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you the Webster meaning of faith.
Okay, so then we're going to talk about the Webster meaning.
Yes, the Webster meaning of faith is a strong belief in God on the doctrines of a religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof. Okay. That is Webster's meaning on faith. Okay,
so Webster says that it has to be based on a religion.
Yes, it has to be based on a religion. Yes. So that's interesting, isn't it?
Because I mean, I would imagine that people that actually don't practice a religion, I think they still have some type of hope, which is what I hear that faith is resembling to me. Hope. You have hope that it's going to work out. So even if you don't believe in a particular religion, I would think that you still have hope, which is kind of the same.
You know, I've heard people that said that a hope don't exist either. There ain't no hope, there ain't no faith. There's no faith, there is no hope. It's just them. If they do it, it happens. If they don't, if it don't happen, it don't happen because they ain't do it.
Okay, But with the thing, with hope, with faith, you're just saying, all right, I have faith that I'm going to try this and it's going to work. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Because you don't actually have to connect it to a particular religion. You can just believe in yourself so much that you know you're going to make it happen.
And I think that's how
it's gonna work.
That's how they operate. They are their own hope and faith.
They're their own hope. So it doesn't come from a divine intervention or anything like
that.
They're
their own God, their own angel, they everything. they go up their own power.
Yeah.
If they don't do it themselves, it just ain't gonna happen. I know I ain't gonna pray on it because there ain't no such thing and nothing. Well, okay, all right. Okay. You your own God. I've heard that. We know we're our own.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So yeah, I've heard of that. So I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
Because in the opposite direction, what we also have are people who just try to cling to faith without any work. Mm-hmm. And you can't do that either. Mm-hmm. So you're just saying, oh, help me, help me, help me. But you're not really doing any work.
Right.
So it works both ways.
Yeah, it does. All right, now we talked about faith. What is the meaning of blessing? Do we have any people? What do people think about blessing? What is the definition of blessing?
I did get some responses.
Okay, good. I want to hear about this one. Yes.
I appreciate each and every one of you. You are amazing to me.
Yes, y'all are amazing. Yes.
Well, okay. So here we go. We got anything you personally don't take for granted. Mm. All right. We got waking up, breathing, working. Yeah. Okay. Some people have given blessings to people entering their lives, such as you and I. And I know we do have that effect on people.
Yeah, we try to. We good people. Until you tick us off. But other than that, we good people.
Just know us as you know us. All right, let's see. Being taught to respect the law. So I think when it came to blessings, there was more of a broader perspective as to the word blessing.
Right.
So it could mean people that come into your life. It could mean people. It could mean things that you've experienced. It could mean things that you've worked for. And in some cases, it can mean things that you actually did not work for. It was a gift. So I think when people said blessing, I think it was a broader perspective.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Facebook friends, for that.
Awesome. Thank you for the ones that participated.
Yes. Now, let's get into Webster. Webster is the only place you should go to get meanings of words. Don't try to guess it. Don't try to think it yourself because you're going to be all over the place and probably wrong.
I don't know.
So Webster says that a blessing is God's favor and protection. That is what Webster says as a blessing.
A blessing is God's favor
and protection. Makes sense to me. Okay. I mean, if you're spiritual. Yeah, God's
favor in the blessing as what God's will is going to come to fruition. That's the blessing. Okay.
Right. So, yes, so that is Webster's definition.
I'm surprised at Webster.
I was surprised too. I was like, man, I didn't know Webster was so spiritual.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I'm surprised.
Maybe it's the new Webster. Maybe it's Webster 2021.
Or they have different versions of Webster.
I know the old Webster dictionary, the new Webster dictionary, and I mean maybe the internet got a different Webster too. Yeah, who knows? But Webster's surprised. Okay. All right, Webster. Maybe it's a new Webster. Maybe the old Webster died.
Especially in including the word God. I'm really surprised.
Webster stepped himself up. Webster got spiritual. With the church, he got itself saved.
Yeah. The editors were kind of liberal, I thought.
Like I said, it must have been new Webster. But the old Webster must have retired or passed away, and the new saved Webster came and took over. So yeah, Webster got some. Yeah,
they're actually using the word God. That's surprising.
I know, huh? All right, y'all. If y'all don't, y'all might stop reading the Webster because they talk about God and Jesus all in the Webster dictionary. Yeah. But we have gotten the definitions of both words, and we're talking about, is your faith blocking your blessings? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk, let's go into faith, all right? Faith, first of all, is something that a lot of us claim to have that we don't have fully. What I mean is, when is the last time you upgraded your faith? When's the last time you checked your faith? Is your faith still where it was when you called yourself having faith? Does faith stay the same? Or does it deteriorate when things don't go the way you want?
I think it deteriorates when things don't go the way you want to. Because I think you'll have a lot of people that are really strong in their faith and they're hooping and hollering and shouting and jumping up and down, doing cartwheels and all this other kind of nonsense. But the moment that they're hit with a tragedy or the moment that they're hit with something that doesn't go in their favor, that's when they get angry. And when people get angry, that's a sign that they never had real faith to begin with, in my opinion.
Yes, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to test your faith. Is your faith still strong? Is your faith still strong? And like I said before, is your faith blocking your blessings? So if your faith isn't strong, is your blessing going to happen for if your faith isn't strong? Your faith is supposed to always be at the very high. No wavering in your faith. There should never be any wavering in your faith. It should always be strong. So that could be one of the reasons why your blessings are being blocked.
Where do people receive their faith generally? Where do you think they get it from? Do you think they get it from the Bible itself? Do you think they get it from the pastor? How do they keep their faith renewed? Where do you think that comes from?
That's a very good question. I'm happy you brought that up. I'm happy you brought that up. Ladies and gentlemen, now this is where it's going to get spicy because, I like spicy stuff. I like to keep it spicy.
How do you think they keep it energized? They keep it strong?
I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're not going to like it. Your faith is probably not where it needs to be because the person or the place that you're going to get the faith that you're holding on to is probably the wrong place and the wrong person telling you where to get faith from. It's probably the wrong place. You see, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the Bible, okay? Let's get into the very beginning of the Bible. You and I were born of what? There's only 3 letters, a 3-letter word. S-I-N.
Sure.
Sin.
Right.
And see, we go to this place called a church where there's a man or a woman that is pastoring over the church, spreading the word, the gospel to us. Where most of us, if we don't have any faith, that's where we go to get faith, is that church. But ladies and gentlemen, how are you and I getting faith or the gospel from a man or woman when that man or woman is also a what?
A person, a man,
or sinner.
Yeah. Well, wow. Yeah, sinner. Well, yeah, people do sin everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, am I preaching it? Am I preaching? Am I preaching? Am I preaching like Pastor Harvey?
Harvey is very confused. He actually started off with another very confused person that has been advising him, I guess, in the previous years.
I mean, he said he's good friends with Joel Osteen.
Yeah,
he said they text message each other.
Confused person.
But is Joel Osteen even a pastor?
Well, I don't know. He's more like a motivational speaker.
Yes, but that's what he is. Really, he don't do no pastoring. I've never seen him get anything out the Bible. It's always him telling the story and trying to uplift the people.
He has a lot of stories that he claims to have come from his father.
Right.
But I'm not really sure if, you never know with these people. But I think he just started off wrong. Really. Right. So Harvey and Osteen, Harvey plus Osteen equals no. How about that?
So, yes. I would say they're not really the people you want to go to to get inspiration and faith and all of that from. And like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot get faith from man or woman. You're going to have to find faith yourself.
I agree with that. For sure.
You're going to have to read the Bible yourself. Learn and get it yourself, because man or woman is going to make you confused
or lead you astray.
Because guess what? A sinner can't lead you. I mean, he can lead you. A sinner can lead you, but they ain't gonna lead you to Christ. Ain't gonna lead you to heaven. It might lead you to hell.
Osteen didn't even want the people in his church.
Right, I remember. Pastor Osteen was trying to keep people out in the trying to make them drown. Well, you ain't messing up my love interior, my drink.
Look, put down some tart or something. Don't be having
but you know what? Hey, God touched his heart and said, you know what? I'm gonna open my doors.
No, it didn't. The media touched
his heart. Well, somebody touched it, so I don't know. Somebody did.
He said, dang, they won't let off me.
So yeah,
I gotta let him in.
But hey, bless his heart, you know.
But he said, maintain them, keep them to the first floor.
Bless his heart.
He didn't let him upstairs.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart. He's been doing this for a long time. So bless his heart.
Good at it.
Yes, he is. And people flock to him. They flock to him.
Like a politician.
Yes, he is like a politician.
Yeah. He should run for office.
Oh, that's a good way. Hey, would y'all vote for Joel Stephen president?
That was himself. Natural.
Oh, see, well, I ain't say all that. Anyway, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, your faith is probably not where it needs to be. Have you ever said to yourself, I go to church every day. Every day. I pray. I do what the pastor tells me to. And every time you need the Lord, it seems like the Lord ain't paying you no mind. Ain't paying you no mind. And you try to figure out why your blessings ain't working. Why is your faith not working when it's time for your blessings? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, your faith is not where it needs to be, because the person that you're going to for the gospel and the word is not the one you need. You need to find God for yourself. Mm-hmm. All you need is the Bible.
Yeah,
your Bible. Whoever it is that you worship, you need just your Bible. You can't get the word from me or her, because we're sinners.
Mm-hmm. It's an individual.
You don't know what I do after I get off this pulpit. You don't know what I do. You don't know my life. I sit in front of you in nice clothing, and I tell you I love the Lord all day, every day, and the Lord is good all the time. Mm-hmm. But how do you know what I do when I leave from church?
How do you know what you're doing?
How do you know what I do with your tithes and offerings? I'm not saying, don't bash me. I'm just saying, we don't know what happens to the tithes and offerings when you put them in the basket. Mm. Do you see any changes to the church? You see the church getting bigger? You see the seats getting better? Do you see any difference in the church? You see the church getting better? You see the church growing?
I think it's an individual experience that people have made public. It's an individual, private experience.
Another question, too, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna look. You can hate me if I say this. God is rich. What he needs your pennies for?
But it's not for Jesus. It's for man and his construction.
No. Tithes and offerings are for the love of Jesus.
No. It's for the construction of the building itself.
Huh?
It's to stabilize the building itself.
I thought that was for building fund.
No.
Yeah, because when I went to church, I had tithes and offerings and building fund.
Yeah, we had tithes, offerings, and building fund.
Yeah, so building fund money was for the building of the kingdom.
Okay, there is not a person walking the face of the earth that does not understand that Jesus does not need money. And if you don't even understand that concept, you really need to stay at home. That money goes to the church.
But that's what they get the money for. Tithes and offerings are to give.
They know Jesus.
My sacrifice for the.
They know Jesus don't need no money.
They don't know that. They don't. That's what I'm telling them today. Ladies and gentlemen, your tithes and offerings are not going to what you think they're going to, because he don't need your money.
Okay, so they sending the money up to heaven.
They do it because they think it's a way to get closer to Jesus. And it's not.
They know where that money.
And ladies and gentlemen, look, I don't know if you're paying attention to what I'm telling you. This thing, it's just use your head.
They are not that slow.
Ladies and gentlemen, use your head, all right? Use your head. Tithes and offerings cannot go to Jesus. He's not coming down and collecting his tithes and offerings, all right? Matter of fact, I want to give it to you even deeper. The tithes and offerings is a way of stealing from the Lord, because the person that's collecting knows damn well that Jesus ain't coming to collect. He's collecting off of you to make his house bigger, his wardrobe better, his car better. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. I was born a Christian, but now I'm spiritual, okay? I was born a Christian. Yes, I was born in Christianity. Yes, my mother was a Christian. My father was a Christian. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. My father wasn't a Christian. My father was
And your mama wasn't a Christian when you was.
Okay, well look. I'm not testing. I'm not gonna test their faith. I'm not gonna talk about their faith. I'm just gonna say what they brought me into.
They didn't bring you into nothing.
Yes, they did bring me into born in Christianity.
No, they did.
Everybody was born. Okay, listen, everybody. Everybody was born to something.
No,
some families weren't born to nothing. If your mother and father did not have no religion, you weren't born to anything. But if your mother and father was Christian or
your mom and daddy were not a Christian.
Okay.
And everybody that's brought into this world is not brought into nothing. Some people are brought into this world into Satan and into sin as they were created with ulterior motives.
And realistically, all of us were born to sin because our parents were taught in the church that was nothing but satanic.
So don't be sitting here talking about you
right.
Christian.
But I'm explaining that you have to get your own religion on your own. On your own. You're already coming into something you don't know nothing about because you don't know no better. As a child, I didn't know no better. I couldn't say, Mom, you don't know what you're talking about, because I didn't know what it was.
She didn't know what she was talking
about either. I know, but I had to find that later. I found out later she didn't know what she was talking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, your blessings aren't working because your faith is blocking it. Your faith ain't where it needs to be. Ladies and gentlemen, get your faith in check. Take a look at ladies and gentlemen, it only takes looking in the mirror and saying, guess what? Tarek, you're right. My faith has been wrong the whole time.
Okay, so now they're supposed to listen to you.
Yes, I'm preaching tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your faith is in you. That's your faith. Your temple is you.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
The God, there's only one God, but God wants you to be your own God. Yes. He wants you to treat your body like the temple and walk around like a God so that nobody else can mess with you. That man you go into church for is not your God and not your leader and can't teach you nothing. He can't teach you nothing, ladies and gentlemen. He can't teach you. That woman can't teach you nothing. A sinner can't teach you nothing. A sinner can only lead you to sin. But if you want to keep listening to sin, keep following the sinner, feel free. I'll just let you know. Tonight's show is your faith blocking your blessings? And yes, ladies and gentlemen, your faith is blocking your blessings because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Your faith is where it needs to be. And until you get your faith right, your blessing will always be blocked.
I think it's the faith in who and what that's causing people the issue.
But their faith is already messed up.
Yeah.
Your faith is already, we walk around thinking we're holy. We got so much faith in this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't go to church. And the reason why I don't go to church is because I know for a fact when I go there, the people in there are sinners.
No,
they're sinners. The ladies in the back there, they're gossiping about who's wearing what, who's doing this, who's doing that, who's not tithing, who smells like SHIT in the church. This is the conversation goes in the church. I've been in church. And I'm like, man, I'm in the wrong place.
We've been to multiple churches.
Yes, I've been to multiple churches. I've sang in churches.
Have seen a very heavy pattern in the majority of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all
bad.
Bad.
Yes, bad.
Now,
I'm not telling you don't go.
You know,
Are we telling people not to go?
No, well, it varies. It's from everyone will have their own experiences.
Right. But it's your experience. Just because your experience feels good, does it mean it's good? Sex is good. No, your experience of sex is good sometimes, and you might think, oh man, my sex is good. This is what I want to do all the time. But sex ain't good.
From the experience, from the position of people even ignoring that the choir director is gay. I think it's horrific.
I ain't go down.
I think it's horrible. I think for people to act like they don't know that this man is gay is ridiculous.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in most churches, the music director is one of them.
Just stop it.
On the broke wrist side.
But they will fight you tooth and nail and swear that he's not a homosexual. They're the ones that
and you know what?
An issue.
Why are we talking about this? I want to take this, ladies and gentlemen. I talked about this before. I got into an argument over a post I put on Facebook about is Jesus non-binary? Now, we just talked about the music director being in the church gay.
He's gay.
So maybe there might be a little.
Well, I don't know.
Because there's always some gay tendency going on in the church. Everybody's not all on the same level of.
Some of the deacons.
I ain't bring it up. I ain't bringing it up, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't bringing it up. I'm just saying you got to look deeper into what's going on in the church. All right?
I don't think people should put so much emphasis and so much faith into a church.
No, you don't need to be in it at all.
That's all.
There's nothing in there but a bunch of sinners, a bunch of demons floating around, and spirits. No.
So that's where I think some of the question comes into play is your faith blocking your blessing? Because yes, it can be if you have faith in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. And the wrong people trying to guide you to faith. What if I don't have none? What if I'm trying to find God? What am I trying to find? Like, you know what? I was born into a household. My parents tried to tell me, devil was this, devil was that, and you worship the devil, blah, 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 blah. But I don't want to worship the devil. But I'm going into a place of sin already. So, ladies and gentlemen,
it's an individual experience.
You're chasing. You can't straddle the fence of Christ. You can't straddle the fence of trying to find Christ. That's what I'm saying. You can't find him a little bit. That's not going to work. And find him a little bit is not going to get you to where you need to be. It's not going to get you the blessing that you need. You need to find faith in yourself first. You got to find faith yourself. You got to pick up a Bible. You got to read it, understand it. And if it touches your heart, that's when you have faith. Getting it from a man telling you, hey, I'm gonna help you find Jesus or whatever. No, he can't. He can't. I don't care how many times he asked for forgiveness and talk about he don't sin no more and blah, 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 blah. No, you're lying. It doesn't matter how many times I ask for forgiveness. I'm still gonna be a sinner because I was born a sinner. Isn't that what it says in the Bible? I was born a sinner.
What about your people that you have that are your what we call active sinners?
Right.
Some are passive sinners. And then you have your active sinners. Those are the ones that are actively sinning daily and continue to ask for prayer and continue to call on the Lord and continue to want to express their level of faith and, what they have and their connection to God and all this and that and other. What do you say to those active sinners where by our definition, you're actively sinning, but you're continuing to ask for prayer? What do you say to them?
I don't say nothing to them because all of us actively sin. Anything you do too much of is sin. I eat too much, so I'm sinning. I like pork rinds, I like fried food, and when I shouldn't be eating it, I'm sinning. So I can't say anything about those. Now, mind it, if you keep asking for forgiveness for the same thing you do over and over and over again,
okay, would you pray for an active sinner?
No. Why would I do that for? Where's my prayer?
So you have to save up your prayers?
I need to save it for myself when I'm ready to actually change my ways.
Okay, what about people that believe that their blessing is found in another person's demise? So they believe that the downfall of another person is their blessing. What about those people?
That sounds like some demonic stuff to me. That sounds demonic. But hey. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm not telling you to feel any kind of way, think any kind of way. I just tell you how I feel. If I'm saying something to you and it hits the bell like, he made some sense. Then hey, go with it. But if it don't make sense, just say, hey, screw you, Tarek. You don't make any sense tonight. It's okay. I've been called all kind of names and cursed out before. It's okay. I talk a lot of shit. The shit I talk don't make sense sometimes. It's okay. But I think that if you sit around sinning over and over again and ask for forgiveness over the same thing you do over and over again, you're not going to get no blessing. No. I'm wasting my prayer on you. Why is it the same people every Sunday? When you go to church every Sunday, it's the same people going up to the daggone pulpit, asking for forgiveness, and I'm ready to change my life. Every Sunday, it's the same people. Am I lying? Lord, am I lying? I'm not lying. It's the same people. The same people asking for forgiveness over the same thing. You're not ready to ask. You're not ready to change. So stop doing it. Stop doing it. The only thing you do is take yourself closer to hell. You take yourself closer to hell. I'm not going to sit and pray and say, God, I'm ready to change. I'm ready to stop eating fatty foods. I'm ready to stop cursing. I'm not going to do it no more.
Yeah, we have a fried fish on Sunday.
Oh, amen. Ooh, Lord. Yeah, so listen. Ladies and
that's going to be what it
is. See, look, I'm sinning. But ladies and gentlemen,
one other issue I wanted to address is specifically with, I don't know if men do it also. I don't know if men like to claim that they found a blessing in another man's wife or, I mean, I don't know. But I know what I hear sometimes from, just social media.
Let me put it like this. If she's actively married, then no.
No.
Oh, you mean like this man's finding like
No.
An actively married woman?
What I hear sometimes on social media, what I see, these are not friends of mine. These are just pages that I visit because I do visit a lot of other pages.
Oh, yeah, I visit pages too. I like to troll.
Yeah. I can't just stay with the people who agree with me.
No, you got to troll. You got to troll.
People, but right. I got to navigate on the other side.
Right.
And I see, things that just don't really make sense. And I just want to say that to anyone actively seeking another man's wife or another woman's husband, that is not your blessing. Okay?
Amen to that.
He's not your blessing.
Unless they're divorced.
If they are not legally divorced,
right, then no, it's not a blessing. That's Satan.
Your blessing.
No, that's Satan calling.
That is Satan. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's Satan calling. Ain't nobody else's property. Yours possesses you.
Stay away from that.
No.
And stop talking about it. It's a blessing. It's not a blessing.
No, it's not a blessing. It's only a blessing when the person is 100%
divorced
right
out of that situation.
Right. Everybody can't be everybody's blessing.
No.
So if that person's divorced and they come into your life and and they, I guess, bless you, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Then okay, all right. Then that's for you to whatever.
But
But realistically,
I just want to say, I really honestly want to say to the women that woman's husband is not your blessing. No. It's not. So stop.
Nope. And that other man's wife ain't your blessing either, fellas.
So get out her inbox.
No, she is not your blessing. She look like a blessing, but she ain't your blessing.
It's just nonsense. And I think as the time goes on, I think it's going to get crazier and crazier.
Yeah, it's getting bad, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get really bad.
It's horrific.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to stand solid. Stay strong.
Yes. And find your faith. Don't find it in the church. Find it first yourself. And then if you want, and then ladies and gentlemen, okay, listen. And then if you want to go to church after that, feel free, but understand you don't want to let people that you do not know or church politics into your life, because it can tarnish, it can deteriorate the faith that you already established before you step into the church.
Yeah, you have to realize that some of those people, if they know everything about everybody's business,
they don't need to know nothing about you.
Away from them.
Nothing. You going there for your own. You going in there for your own benefit. Nobody else's. They don't need to know where you live at. Don't need to know where you was born at. Where you came from. How many children you got. Where you work at. Why you need to know that for? No. I'm not here for you. That's not. I'm here for me.
Get the Bible app and leave them people.
I'm here for me. I'm here for me.
Get the Bible app and leave them people.
And let me tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen. If you have your own, if you have already gained your own faith, when you step into a church, you're already going to have the spirit to know it's a bad place. You're already going to know, like,
Not necessarily.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I said if your faith is strong.
Yeah, but some people ignore that and they carry on.
Well, I don't know.
They already knew someone right and they kept going there.
I mean, well, as long as your faith was just strong.
No, thank you.
Your faith should be so strong that you can tell the difference between real stuff going on and fake stuff going on. You should know if your faith is that strong. Now, if you're not, then
I don't know. Do people actually really have faith, or is it just a facade?
I don't know.
Is it real? Or is it all?
That's a whole nother conversation. Is faith real?
Is it all talking points?
I don't know.
Because here's the thing, you have Webster that says that it depends on God and a religion, which is what the majority of people think.
Right.
That it depends on God and a
religion.
That's
what Webster says.
But again, could it just be hope? Hope that everything will be all right. So if you enter
maybe it's hope for those that don't believe.
Believe in what?
I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. That's another conversation. Is faith? What's the difference? What are we mistaking faith with hope?
Is faith hope? Is it the hope that everything is going to be all right?
I don't know.
Is that what faith is?
But I guess if you do have faith, and you're living life the way it's supposed to be.
What is it? How is it supposed to be?
Well, I mean, like I said, if you go according to what the Bible says anything that you do too much of is a sin. So if you don't do too much of daily activities that you do in your life, then you're not sinning. If you're not cursing, if you're not overeating, if you're not beating your children, if you're not late to work. I mean, you got to live a whole full, even out life to not sin, because you got to walk that fine line.
To not do too much of, and what is too much? How is that defined? I just what I read in the Bible, okay? I don't know, but it says anything you do too much of is a sin. So anything that you do over and over and over and over and over again is a sin. What about raising these kids? Is that a sin?
No, because you're supposed to raise your kids.
No. You said too much of.
Well, I guess you might have to change up the way you raise them. Like, don't raise them the same way every day. Like, change it up.
Rethink my life.
change up your parenting activities with your kids, because that way you're not doing the same thing every day. Change it up. So, yeah, I mean, I think we hit on. I mean, we gave the meaning to faith, the meaning to blessing. We told you how we felt on the issue. We showed you Pastor Harvey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gets his talking from old things.
Yeah, they're good friends. They text each other. That's what's up.
Horrific.
Yes, beautiful.
That's why we're in the state we're in.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all learned something or not.
And that's okay, because that wasn't our goal.
No, well, I always try to preach to them. I was trying to give them a little bit, some direction, you know, try to clear up their mind a little bit, make them see things differently.
I'm not really trying to use that direction.
No, I was trying to make y'all see things different.
No, they can't.
No, God ain't coming down again, Tyson off the right. He's not.
No, they know better than that.
He's not.
They know they can.
No. Jesus got all the. Matter of fact, why would you ask for blessings from a man, but try to help him out, and you need help?
They know exactly what they're paying into.
So you want to give some of yours to somebody that you go crying to when you need help.
They know exactly what they're giving into.
Y'all ain't hear me. Ladies and gentlemen. they ain't hearing us tonight. But anyway. Any last words, honey? You want to give the people last word?
No. Enjoy your faith, your blessings, and all that.
Yes, enjoy them. Don't listen. You either got something from this or you didn't. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, only thing we want to do here at this show is for to live your life to the fullest. Love yourself and each other. Please do that, and don't take this show or this world too serious. Just laugh about it. Till next time, y'all, the Live, Love, Laugh show. We out of here.